First place in the top 5 Indian Wells finals, Serena Williams vs Steffi Graf. When champions from different eras cross paths, it can seem fateful. This was the case in the most historically unlikely meeting of the titans of tennis history, which took place in the 1999 Indian Wells final between 17-year-old Williams and 29-year-old Graf. The top 5 Indian Wells finals are being counted down this week. Starting on March 21st, the top 5 Miami finals will be available. When heroes from different eras cross paths just long enough to confront one another, it can seem fated. Consider Pete Sampras and Roger Federer's 2001 encounter on the center court, or Andre Agassi and Rafael Nadal's match in the same venue 4 years later. In both instances, the youth assisted in displacing the elderly. This was also the case in the most famously coincidental match in history between 17-year-old Serena Williams and 29-year-old Steffi Graf in the Indian Wells final in 1999. Williams had won the first of her 73 WTA titles a month prior to this match. Graf would win the final of her 107 titles 3 months later. Never before have two players squared off with more Grand Slams combined than 45. Graf was the only significant winner at the time, having won 21 of them. She would rewind time that June in order to win her 22nd and last slam in Paris. Upon realizing she couldn't perform in the Wimbledon final, she immediately announced her retirement. She stayed around long enough, fortunately, to see her successor twice. When Graf and Williams played in Sydney in January 1999, Graf won the third game 7-5. Though it was still in its early stages, the rookie's talent was apparent to the legend. Graf remarked of Williams, "I kind of thought, she has a lot of potential. She will need some time to select the appropriate shots at the appropriate times." It turned out that the process had already started. A month later, Serena took home her first championship in Paris.